You see this knife? It's high quality, and it's going to shatter your preconceived notions. After I posted my previous video about global warming and its impact on our outdoor activities, I came under fire from several people trying to discredit me. They argued that because I showcased Chinese-made knives, I have no standing to discuss global warming, claiming I encourage overconsumption and that my carbon footprint must be disastrous. Well, here's a scoop for you. For starters, my carbon footprint is infinitely lower than the FIFA president's. Furthermore, the carbon footprint of a Chinese-made knife ordered online and delivered to France is very low, almost negligible. I'm going to share some data that will blow those misconceptions out of the water. I'd also advise those who attack others while spouting nonsense to get their facts straight. You know, it's really unpleasant to be attacked, especially when you spend dozens of hours making videos and take care to research reliable information. Because if there's one thing I hate, it's talking rubbish. When it happens, which is thankfully rare, I feel mortified. But clearly, many people on social media and in politics have no shame. They spout nonsense, contradict themselves constantly, and keep right on strutting about. That's not how I operate. I won't dwell on all the wild conspiracy theories I read in the comments. In fact, several crackpots unsubscribed from my channel, and good riddance. Good luck to them. Right, let me get behind the microphone now to explain it all to you. So let's get to this knife, the Kunwu Diablo Orange Peel Reverse Tux. You can find it on the Kunwu website, and you can also explore a wide range of Kunwu models at Knife Stock, a partner of my channel, which offers a 5% discount site-wide with the code FAZA5. I had planned to feature this Diablo in my roundup of the best Chinese folding knives, but it arrived too late. You can still check out that top 8 video. It didn't get many views, but it's worth a look since it showcases some truly excellent, futuristic models that rank among the best in the world. The Diablo would have definitely earned a spot there. I'll go over the technical specifications, and then I'll explain why such a great knife is a product that can be considered to have a low environmental impact. The Diablo is a high-end knife with a classic design, yet it boasts several distinctive features. First off, it is a large folding knife well suited for outdoor activities. It is robust and substantial and measuring 21 centimeters overall, with an 89mm blade, featuring an 85mm cutting edge and 3.5mm thickness. This is a knife that can easily handle cutting through tough materials. The blade shape falls somewhere between a sheepfoot and a Warncliffe, featuring a straight cutting edge. It has jimping along the spine, and the backspacer at the end of the handle doubles as a glass breaker with an integrated lanyard hole. The handle is designed with a cutout that creates a finger choil while minimizing the loss of usable cutting edge length, allowing for various grip styles. It utilizes a frame lock mechanism, and the blade can be deployed either via the front flipper or more traditionally using the thumb hole. Unsurprisingly, the knife is perfectly balanced and the action is smooth. The quality and precision of the assembly are immediately apparent. Now let's look at what makes this knife unique. First, I should note that online photos don't do Kunwu models justice. The resolution is likely too low to capture the fine details. When you hold a Kunwu in your hand, it makes a real impression. You can instantly tell you are dealing with a magnificent knife. The handle is made of titanium, a premium material that needs no introduction, and features an orange peel surface texture that is finely grained. It looks attractive and unique while providing excellent grip. The pivot is encircled by Damascus rings, adding a premium touch that is both elegant and understated. But what I particularly like about this knife is its steel. The blade is made from top-tier Vanax steel, a powder metallurgy alloy that is extremely corrosion resistant. Vanax is one of the very best steels for cutlery, not only for its oxidation resistance, capable of withstanding saltwater and acids, but also for its toughness and solid wear resistance. It is an alloy with a record-breaking nitrogen content of 1.55%. The blade also features a DLC diamond-like carbon coating that looks stunning, with a glossy, smoky black finish. This coating further enhances the blade's already excellent wear and corrosion resistance. The knife comes in a nice box along with some Kunwu goodies. The price of this Diablo is steep, $320, but you are getting a top-tier product here, featuring the best materials and naturally impeccable build quality. In this colorway, it looks understated and classy. It is a high-quality knife, and consequently exceptionally durable. Which brings me to my main point. You can use it for decades and even pass it down to someone else. Its materials will also be easily recyclable in the future. In my videos, I don't encourage overconsumption. I showcase knife to help you make an informed choice. You get to discover the knife, its design, and its features. Generally, I present very good or even excellent knives. But do I tell you that you absolutely must buy them? Of course not. Personally, I often watch videos showcasing video equipment that I really covet, yet that doesn't mean I buy or collect it. Someone who enjoys DIY projects or outdoor activities needs 2, 3, or maybe 4 knives depending on the situation, hardly more than that. That's what it means to be properly equipped. I'm not encouraging you to start a collection. Sure, I always have about 20 knives on hand because it's my job. I make videos and sometimes need to compare or refilm knives from various categories, but for the most part I don't keep them. I'm not a collector. To me, passion is primarily about action. If I own 2 cameras and several lenses, it's to film with them, not to admire them sitting on a shelf. Now I'm getting to a more important point. I imagine most of you assume that ordering a knife from a Chinese website and having it delivered to your home entails a significant carbon footprint. Well, contrary to popular belief, no, that is not the case. we will see that the carbon footprint of a high-end knife is significantly lower than that of most everyday products. In fact, ordering one from China has less of an environmental impact than driving to a cutlery shop 20 kilometers away. Assuming you are lucky enough to have a store that close by, making such claims based on my own analysis would have been difficult, as it requires a vast amount of data and complex calculations. Instead, I asked 2 AI models to calculate the carbon footprint of a high-end folding knife, featuring a titanium handle and premium M390 steel, manufactured in China, ordered online, and delivered to France. Both AI models reached the same conclusion, confirming what I have been saying on the channel for years. Let's consider a fairly large folding knife weighing between 120 and 180 grams. The carbon footprint is primarily driven by the materials used, far more than by transportation. Titanium production is the single largest source of CO2 emissions. Titanium is the key factor. Even though a handle contains only 70 grams of its production is energy intensive. It involves ore extraction, vacuum melting, and CNC machining, a process that can transform a 250-300 gram block into a finished 70 gram handle. Material yield is often below, though a large portion of the resulting shavings is recycled. According to AI estimates, the manufacturing and transport of a folding knife result in a carbon footprint of approximately 6 kilograms of CO2 equivalent, roughly equivalent to a 30-50 kilometers drive in an average internal combustion car, the production of about 10 cotton t-shirts or a few hundred smartphone chargers. However, a high-end folding knife is typically used for 20 to 50 years or even longer, and can be maintained, resharpened, and resold. If the 6 kg CO2 impact is amortized over 30 years of use, it amounts to about 200 grams of CO2e per year, which is relatively low for a durable product. When durability is factored in, the rankings shift significantly. An item that requires a lot of energy to manufacture but lasts 20 or 30 years often has a lower annual impact than a consumable item or one that is frequently replaced. If we rank these products based on their impact over their entire useful life, from most to least environmentally friendly, a high-end folding knife kept for decades comes out on top, far ahead of a pack of beer, a McDonald's best of meal, running shoes, or a smartphone. The worst impact comes from 1 kilogram of beef. Indeed, highly durable items can replace multiple successive purchases. For instance, a premium knife used for 30 years might prevent the need to buy several lower quality knives. If 4 knives, each with an embodied carbon footprint of 2 to 3 kilograms of CO2 equivalent, would have been purchased over that same period, the gap in footprint narrows significantly, or even tips in favor of the high-end model. In short, while a high-end folding knife has a relatively high carbon cost at the time of manufacture, its exceptional durability results in a very low footprint when calculated on a per-year of use basis. It is a prime example of an item where longevity is the decisive factor in reducing environmental impact. Let us now consider the transport of our purchase. Contrary to popular belief, a package shipped from China is not in most cases a climate disaster. On the contrary, home delivery from China has a lower carbon impact than a round-trip car journey made solely to buy that same knife from a store just a few dozen kilometers away. On average, the car trip generates about 20 times more emissions than the delivery. The most eco-friendly solution is not always the one that appears the most local. What matters most is avoiding a dedicated car trip and prioritizing durable goods. For small, lightweight items like a folding knife, manufacturing accounts for the vast majority of the carbon footprint, whereas transport and delivery from China represent a relatively small share, unless frequent impulse purchases are made using express air shipping. The true environmental advantage of a high-end knife is not regarding both its recyclability and its durability. In a circular economy, the most virtuous strategies are generally considered to be, in this order: 1. Reducing unnecessary purchases; 2. Reusing and passing on the item; 3. Repairing and maintaining; 4. Recycling materials at the end of their life. A premium folding knife ticks all these boxes perfectly. It can be used for decades, maintained, resold, or passed down, and only at the very end of its life can its materials, titanium and high-end stainless steel, be recycled with an excellent recovery rate. It is this combination of longevity, repairability, and recyclability that makes it a relatively virtuous item among durable manufactured goods. As you can see, buying a high-quality knife that you will use for 15-20 years or more results in a low environmental impact over the long term. That is why I prefer to showcase high-quality knives like this Kunwu. I remain convinced that the knife, an ancestral tool and the first one ever designed by humans, is still indispensable in the 21st century. Anyone who spends time outdoors should carry a knife. Indeed, even the government recommends including one in survival kits. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon, and in the meantime, take care.